I'm Carolyn. I'm with the Junior Forum since 1995, and I'm site coordinator at the All Saints Third Age Learning Center, which we call TALC. It's our senior program. And in 2004, when the forum was preparing to close their own senior center called the Recreation Center for Older Adults, we were looking for another place where maybe the forum could also do service work with a similar mission of serving seniors, and also being able to introduce another program toward the seniors who attended the RCOA, which was the Recreation Center for Older Adults. And in 2004, a committee went to visit All Saints Church and their senior program called Third Age Learning Center, and got a chance to meet with their board. And Joe Kelly was one of the board members and is currently a board member, a member of their parish at All Saints Catholic Church, and one of the most giving people I've ever met. She has quite a giving heart for a volunteer and for an individual. So Joe Kelly, so nice to meet with you, and thank you for your time today to reminisce about our work together as with the seniors at All Saints. So the first question I have for you, Joe Kelly, is what was your first impression when the forum came to TALC's board to introduce ourselves and propose our working together? So what was your thoughts?
Well, I was delighted because I'd been working behind the scenes, whether you knew it or not. I didn't know for sure about your moving, but I did know how much our people enjoyed, all of our ladies and gentlemen enjoyed going to your functions, and we tried to go to all of your special events. We did it for about a year or so over before because we had been limited on some of the things that we could do. And so we were just excited about all of the interesting things you all were doing over there, and was delighted that you did come and you made such a generous offer. I mean, it was just so delightful to have wonderful ladies come over and be happy and willing to help. And then all the different types of things that you all furnished from your building that we got to use. That was just a real blessing for us. So it was a great opportunity, we thought.
That's true. Because I know when we came to visit you, I know there are some people probably thought, we kept trying to tell you, we don't want to take it over. We don't want to run it. We just want to come and be part of it and help enhance what you do. And since we had to close our own building, we had a lot of properties that we could therefore give in kind to Third Age Learning Center. And I remember we brought over, in fact, the coffee bar, I remember right, that we're using right now at All Saints is the same coffee area bar that we had at the Recreation Center. And we brought over the serving trays. We brought over, pots and pans, everything we could do, some chairs
and tables, and even a baby grand piano. Thank you very much, which we still use.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and it's nice to see some of those properties still at All Saints in the senior program and still being used. Do you remember how the seniors, when you first came over, I remember you didn't really have an organized food program. You didn't really have, you had class and things similar to what the forum did, but your food program wasn't as organized as we had and consistent.
No.
So one of the things that we were able to
we weren't ever blessed with having volunteers enough to serve our individuals. We were still going through the line, and we did need an awful lot of help getting it started because we had a lot of people who wanted to eat, but very few people who really wanted to volunteer. So let this word go out that the Junior Farm ladies were the ones who brought the spirit of volunteering and really got it in place and going. So that was really wonderful to have that. So we really did appreciate it. We had a lot of old time members who are like everybody else who didn't want any changes. But Our Lady, who was one of our founders, Viola Luna, said there's always room for more. Because come on and let's enjoy each other. And we have so much for all these years.
We have, and I think our forum members have really enjoyed being part of All Saints. It reminds a lot of us, I know, who old timers, about what we used to do at the RCOA, and everybody says it reminds them of being able to serve the seniors like we used to. But one thing I think that I am proud of is the fact that All Saints needed funding for their program, and the RCOA and the Junior Forum had applied for grants in the past from the Isla Carol Turner Friendship Trust. And it took us about 3 years, if I remember, from 2004 to 2007 to convince and get all the paperwork that All Saints had that we could submit a grant of a application.
That was the first challenge. I mean, a really big challenge for us.
Yeah, it was. It was to bring the office.
But Carolyn was great, supportive thing, and said, we're going to get this done. And surely enough, we did. And I even wound down to actually making a habit of being the person who just got to deliver it to the grant office. And that was a great day for us. And we were blessed that we were granted some very nice funding, which enabled us to have a more stable program and better meals, and for sure that we would have the funding that we needed.
Right, because All Saints, which was established, I guess the church was 1908. When was it established? 1908? Was that when the church started?
Yeah, 1908.
Right. So the church then had a school called All Saints School, which a lot of people in probably their 70s or whatever older have been to over the years, because they went to that school and the school closed.
Yeah, many of our volunteers.
A lot of people come back.
Many of our volunteers had actually gone from the 1st through the 8th grade at the school. And so we had a lot of people who were still living and very active, who knew exactly what happened when, and it kept us on our goal. But I'll tell you what, when Carolyn Cares showed up and the lifelong learning class came to the Third Age Learning Center, everything just went great. It just did so wonderful. It was such a popular program, and she had done it so well. And we had so many lovely people who came and were guests on the program. So it was really a nice addition to have her be able to come and do that. And it's still one of the 40 people or more. We just have real trouble getting everybody in the room. So now we've got to look for a little bit more space, but we want to make sure and accommodate.
Well, I know.
We've always had exercise.
Right.
Yes.
When we went back to the grants, we go back to the grants. I said, I know one of the first things we were hoping to do, because I remember the kitchen at the top and the seniors there, and the kitchen was the same kitchen almost that they had from working kitchen from the school in 1987 when they opened TALC.
Yeah. Well, I built it in 1986, and I don't think they did any improvements from 86 either. 68, I mean, excuse me. Yeah.
But
it was still just a little bitty kitchen.
When we first got the funding, I guess we got like maybe 30,000 or 25,000 from the Turner Trust. The first thing was to buy a new stove and
a refrigerator.
Things that we started doing.
I think we bought a stove, refrigerator, and an ice maker.
Right. So over the years, the funding has helped enhance the church because the kitchen has been improved. Various things have been improved, and it's been a great to see the collaboration between the forum and All Saints and being able to enhance the opportunities at the church. But lifelong learning program, which you brought up, lifelong learning was a class that was established at the RCOA, the Junior Forums Senior Program. We came over to All Saints. We brought that program with us, and it's grown and continued since the mid-'80s. Now it continues now in the 2020s, and we're on the campus of All Saints Church. And it has continued to be a continued education program for seniors. So we're excited that that program continues. We have a few seniors who are now in their late 90s who still come that were part of that program. So they remember the RCOA and are still coming to lifelong learning. So it's been a privilege to oversee that program on the campus of All Saints Church at this time.
And you've done a magnificent job on there. Everybody appreciates it so much. The thing that has amazed me is the students that were in the lifelong learning now. So many of them have stepped forward. One of them has become our exercise teacher, and one of them's taken over another class and doing things. And it's amazing how they spread their wings and enjoying both and more. Most of the people who come to TALC don't just take one class. I'm fortunate enough to teach computer. Most of them will pop in there and learn a little bit, and then they'll be over there making a quilt, or they'll be playing a bridge. And we have the most active Marjan group that's going. I don't think anybody in Houston's going to be able to compete with that now. It goes all year and all year long. The TALC has been blessed that before the pandemic, we were able to do our exercise classes at TALC, and then in the summer we used the park program to do our exercises. We still did with our bridge program and with the Marjan program. We also continued during the summer with that, and now we even have we actually are learning how to play Texas Hold'em and doing all sorts of wonderful things that we enjoy. So, and
We
bingo
did.
and all the games that we used to play, we're still playing them.
I know it's you have quite an array of activities and classes for seniors. And I know we have great seminars there. We have some participants in probably the forum who've given seminars. And
Yes, many of the
their
forum
talents
ladies have helped us with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and then the fact that, go ahead.
I was going to say our new quilting teacher is a retired home ec teacher, and she teaches all 4 phases of the of quilting, and they're really eager to try to get together and do more because they miss it so badly since they have been off with the pandemic. They really do enjoy the work that they do, and we have wonderful artists.
Some of the opportunities that the forum has done that we give for services, that we have great parties at All Saints on certain events, and our volunteers come in full force to be able to serve the lunches, also help in the kitchen, and provide some refreshments and things for all the parties. So we get a chance to do that.
Yes,
and also the volunteers get to help with the lunch program that we actually did during the pandemic. We actually did a drive-by curbside service, and they volunteered with that. But one of our biggest, I think, sadness during this pandemic is that we haven't had a chance to see everybody in person on a regular basis like we normally did. So hopefully soon we will able to reconvene and be back together and provide the services that the seniors enjoy and also that they need, because it is a lot of reconnection and friendship that people need in a safe setting that All Saints provides.
And with the homebound people that we have, as more and more of our ladies are getting older and they've been so faithful, we have people that are calling everybody now. We don't make sure we try to not forget those people that have been so serviceable and done wonderful things for us. And it's a pleasure to talk to them. And they always seem so happy that we're calling them and saying, how you doing today? You know, did you do something exciting? Right. And we all laugh because most of us just watch television. And it's not anywhere near as satisfying as going to the Third Age Learning Center. I can tell you that.
I know. So having that 5 days a week and a hot lunch provided, some people just come for lunch, and it's a way just to come out and not be home by themselves, that they have an opportunity to come to our Third Age Learning Center. And so I know the forum, it's a great place that people, that our volunteers enjoy coming. They love the atmosphere, they love the people, and the seniors are so gracious. They are always telling the forum members how much they appreciate us being there. And it makes all our time worthwhile just because we get a chance to see such friendly faces when we get to go visit and work at the Third Age Learning Center.
That's for sure. And I do want to compliment Miss Carolyn Parrish, because if I've said it a million times before, I'm going to say it again. Miss Parrish is probably the best Christian I've ever met. And she is a really wonderful example for all of us. We really love her and we appreciate her so much.
Well, like I said, I enjoy, since 2004, getting to be part of the All Saints. And I think they know me on that campus more than they do in my own church, because I'm at All Saints more than I am probably at my church. But I really have enjoyed getting to know not only the senior program, but the staff in the office and everything else, because I feel I'm part of the parish, even though I'm not actually a Catholic. I'm actually feel like they know me more than some other people I know and on my own church campus. But,
well, and that was one of our points. Yeah, when we set up the TALC, we wanted to make sure that everybody from every religion in all parts of town, no matter where they came from, the East End or the South at all, we have people that come from Pasadena and all kinds of places, and they're all welcome. And we're so glad that they can come together and be together and have good fellowship. So we really enjoyed that.
The TALC board is made up of a variety of people, volunteers who go to various churches and religions, but they all work together cohesively to form the board and for the good of the program, and work together very well. So it still continues, your vision still continues to be able to provide service for everyone.
Well, that's good. We've
And
loved doing
Joe,
it.
one more question. One more question. Do you see the foreseeable future of the forum and TALC working together?
I do. I do. I think no matter what happens with the pandemic or the rest of the guys, we're going to find a way to work it out that we can do what we feel like we really need to do. And I want you to know all the teachers say
Future of us
we
working
get so
together
much more
instead of
out of
fighting.
coming than we do than the students do. It's so much worthwhile to do it. It's so good to try to help people. And y'all have really helped us. Thank you so much.
To all of us who have worked with you, because you set a good example of what a good volunteer and Christian should be. And like I said, again, you have a very giving heart, and it's very easy to want to be just like you. So thank
Well,
you
I've
for
been
your time.
blessed. I'll tell you that by all my friends. I have truly been blessed. Yes, I have. Thank you.
Yes, I think we've all been blessed to be part of your program. So thank you so much. You have a stay well.
I'm going to make an effort to do that.
Okay, great. Thank you.